Hello there and welcome to the next Marketers on the Move series. And today I've got a very special guest for you. His name is Pat Dreyer. Hello there, Pat. How are you?
Peter, I'm doing good, thanks.
Excellent. Well, now, because I'm getting old and can't remember all these things too often, I've got a bio from Pat. So with your permission, I'm going to read it to you, okay? Basically, Pat is from Phoenix, Arizona. He spent his entire career in the corporate world. And through our conversations, we may have even crossed paths at some point during some of the international business trips. However, Pat's always had a side business of some kind, despite his involvement within the corporate world. And he ventured into the online world about 5 years ago. Is that right, Pat? About 5 years ago?
About 5, yeah. I mean, I've been looking at it for a long time, but yeah, about 5 years ago.
Okay. And he found it to be very different from the corporate environment, which I guess would not be any surprise, but different in a good way. And we'll talk about that soon. He really likes network marketing, the business model, and he's found really good success after finding a good mentor and coach. So welcome to Marketers on the Move, Pat, and I'm looking forward to hearing your story.
Thanks, Peter. I do appreciate this. And yeah, I think you and I might have bumped into each other in Hong Kong at one point. When I was talking to you at one time or another, we were talking about the JW Marriott out there, and you said that you actually had been there too.
That's correct. That's correct. That's from another era.
Yeah, quite some long time ago, absolutely.
It is. All right, so let me ask you some questions, Pat, all right? First of all, what made you look at online marketing? I mean, you've been looking around for a long time, but 5 years ago, you decided on online marketing. What made you look at it?
Well, you know, like I said, or like you just said, most of my career had been in the telecom industry. And so from inception, I really knew what the internet was. I mean, I understood it very well, but I thought it was really more of a corporate deal. But when I started seeing individuals making money on it and doing really well and, you know, becoming, I guess, influence, like a Mike Dillard type of guy, right? But becoming influencers out there, and they were making money on it. It just kind of got my attention, and I knew eventually I'd probably go looking at it.
Yeah, I mean, interesting comment, Mike Dillard, magnetic sponsoring, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the art and the basis of attraction marketing as we know it today. So you're picking the right people, Pat, that's for sure. All right, so that's the reason. Yeah. So what do you like or dislike about it? I mean, obviously you found it very different from the corporate environment. So tell me, what do you like or dislike about online marketing?
Well, online marketing, even the internet, you know, it's, I kind of like it for the same reasons I don't like it. And that is that you can get anything online. You can do anything online. And that's the good news, bad news. And we know there's a lot of bad guys out there that are doing a lot of bad things on it. But, you know, on the other hand, let's go to the good side of it. There's a lot of good things going on the internet. And it actually, by doing online marketing, you have everything at your fingertips. You got voice, you got video, text, you got data, all the apps, all the education, social platforms. And it really became like the death of distance. So online marketing seemed only natural in that, you know, like we were talking about earlier, you don't have to leave the house to go do a meeting. You can do it like we are right here. And so, you know, just on Facebook alone, we've got over 2 billion people that we can talk to and connect with and become friends with, like we have. And oh my gosh, here we are. You're in Thailand, I'm in the US. It's 7:30-ish here. It's 9:30 there at night the next day. And we're 8,300 miles away from each other. And here we are having this chat with no latency, anything. So yeah, the internet, online marketing can be as big or as small as you want it. And you know, you and I are old enough to realize how big a deal the internet is. We know what it was like beforehand. And if people think that this is just easy, thank God for technology, because this is a big deal.
It is. I mean, I've been online now nearly 14 years, but still a technophobe, Pat, still a technophobe. Anyway, what you just spoke about is a perfect segue into my next question, which is really network marketing. You mentioned in your bio that network marketing model is yours. Now, this doesn't come as any surprise, to be quite frank. I mean, after all, to me, network marketing, and I'm not trying to promote any type of platform over any other, I'm just being totally honest and frank, but network marketing gives people the choice via leverage and duplication to enjoy both financial freedom, but more importantly, time freedom. That to me is the key essence to network marketing. You may have different thoughts, which we'll hear about in a minute, but you can't deny a few things. I mean, there's some very famous people, right, who support the network marketing platform. I mean, what comes to mind? Sir Richard Branson comes to mind, Warren Buffett, Donald Trump, the current president, okay? Oh yeah, hang on, and someone else, Bill Gates, yeah, Bill Gates, okay? I got this comment about from Bill Gates. If I would be given a chance to start all over again, I would choose network marketing. Okay, that's from Bill Gates himself. So they're all these people. What about Pat Dreyer? Why network marketing for you, Pat?
Well, I really like the business model because it's really like the telecom world where you sell it once and next month it's there and the next month it's there and the next month it's there. So as long as you keep your customers happy, they'll continue to be with you. So as you grow and things go, things happen that way too. But what really got me interested in it was the ability to create massive residual income with this, which then again, once you have residual income, it pays next month, the next month, and so on, just like the revenue does. So you've got that time freedom that you're talking about. But it was two guys specifically that got me interested in this. A guy by the name of Robert Hollis and another guy by the name of Jimmy Smith. Robert Hollis was a auto mechanic. He got hurt on the job, couldn't take his job back. He got hurt that bad. So he was like down and out, poor and destitute, and he had to do something. And he found himself a mentor in network marketing that showed him what to do. And really the rest is history, because both of these guys over the last 30 years, Jimmy Smith and Robert Hollis, have made over $50 million each. Wow. That's a lot of money. I don't care who you are. A lot of money, okay?
It sure is.
Yeah, so that was one of those, you got to be kidding me. And it was a kid in his 20s and a guy in his 60s, because Jimmy Smith, on the other hand, is a retired butcher. And when he got done, he says, I'm still young. I got plenty to do. What am I doing? He found himself network marketing. And now at the age of 94, he's sitting out there building quite a legacy for his family. So he's got that going for him. And, you know, these guys don't even know each other. But it just showed me that anybody at any age can do this. And if you get yourself a mentor, you're probably going to learn how to make a lot of money.
Well done. Well done. An interesting point, Pat. I'm going to just share something with you. There are some people who dislike or feel uncomfortable with the term network marketing. But if the truth be told, it's got nothing to do with the platform. It's got nothing to do with the business model. It's everything to do with network marketers, not network marketing. Because like every other business platform, there's idiots involved, okay?
Yep.
And they have given this awesome business platform a bad name on occasions. But people like you are recovering that. So I just thought I'd throw that in, okay?
Thank you for that.
Now, next question. Ready, Pat? How did you pick the company that you decided to be with today? This is something many people would love to hear.
Sure. I didn't pick it. I picked the coach. You know, as they say, if you want something that somebody else has, you need to go and do what they did. So I found a proven, documented mentor. In this case, it was Robert Hollis. And I just started doing what he told me to do, day in, day out, without question. And lo and behold, I got success with it. I got a dog down here jumping on me right now. Hang on. But yeah, so I was just lucky that I picked the right mentor, and he picked the fastest growing company in network marketing. So I've been very lucky in that part of it. So, and I don't know if it's any luck or if it's just you did the right things at the right time and things work that way, you know?
Well, Pat, obviously your success is based on a couple of things. I assume one of them would be persistence and the second one would be consistency. Is that correct?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you just gotta keep going on, as you know, as we did in our corporate world. I mean, there were things that we didn't like about what we had to do, but we still did them. And so it's the same thing in this, is that, you know, you run across a lot of block walls every so often, and you just have to break through them and go on and keep your head in the game and know where your end results are going to be. Because you really, there's a lot that needs to be done. And there's a lot of people, like you said, that have given this industry or marketing a bad name. And unfortunately, you get a lot of people that want to drag you down with it. And so if you can just let that go and just do the old, you know, just brush it off and just move on, and just, you know, that's their opinion. And as I've always heard, your opinion of me is none of my business. So let's just move on.
Good point. So if I understand you correctly, Pat, you picked the company that you're with today based on the coach and the mentor that you had first. That was your first point of call, and you just followed what he taught you and guided you to do. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So in other words, other people can do exactly the same thing as you've done.
If as he says, if I can do it, you can do it. And then everybody goes, yeah, but you're successful with this. And he says, yeah, but you don't understand where I started from. So if he says, you got to understand, I picked a mentor, I did what he told me to do, and I became successful with it. But I didn't throw my stuff into it. He says, I just listened to what he said, and I went out and did it day in, day out without question, because why would I question what he's telling me to do? It worked for him.
Yeah. Why reinvent the wheel, right?
Well, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, even in telecom, one of my most successful things I did was just copying what somebody else did. And what I did was we sold 800 numbers to truck drivers.
Okay.
And at the time, you know, that was when long distance was real expensive. And so when they would use their calling card to call home, it was, you know, $5 start to call and 50 cents a minute and all that kind of stuff. So what we did was we found a way to sell 800 numbers to them. That wasn't a new thing. It's just taking it from business and making it residential. So yeah. So, but the same thing with this, you just find a proven, documented person that has done it, that can tell you exactly what to do. Go do what they did, and you should have the same success they did, as long as you don't let those naysayers drag you down.
Okay. Thanks for that, Pat. Last question. Yeah. In fact, second last question, not the last, second last question.
Okay.
Because I know you're a fan of personal development, okay, which is, to me, an essential part of everybody's growth. Do you have any favorites?
Yeah, I do. And you know what, I've been doing personal development forever. I've been in sales, and it's just something that you had to find and try to create yourself to be a better person all the time. And so, you know, being in sales, you could really kind of be a chameleon, if you would, because you had to match other people and their personalities and figure out ways to do that. And part of the way to do that was by taking all kinds of personal development courses. But we just had our convention, and we had 3 amazing speakers out there, and 2 of them I've been following since the, I guess, mid-90s now, and that's Bob Proctor and Les Brown. So there's some oldies, but they're still awful good.
Oh,
and Bob and Les,
you picked 2 of the best.
aren't they amazing? I know. But Bob and Les are all about, you know, mindset. And the 3rd speaker was Todd Falcone, who's a network marketing trainer. And you know, as they say, get your mind right and everything else follows. And Bob has been studying the book, Bob Proctor's been studying the book Think and Grow Rich for 40 years. And he's mastered all the teaching and principles of manifesting. So he's pretty good at that. And as far as Les Brown, I know it was way back, I don't know if you can even see this, but it was way back in the 90s I got this, and it's been on my desk ever since. And it's something that he talked about when he played chess with his dad, and his dad would always beat him. And Les cleared the table off one time when his dad said, we're done. And he goes, it's not over till I win. And so I've had this on my desk since the mid-90s, just to look at it. And all of a sudden I get to meet the guy out there at our convention. So it was pretty good.
Did you get the chance to shake him by the hand?
I did. Yeah.
Did you tell him that story?
I tried to, but we were a little busy at the time. Actually, I brought that with me. I was going to give it to him.
Pat, let me tell you, it's been a delight to talk with you, okay? It really has been. And before we finish, I'd like for you to share what's the best way for people to contact you. And bear in mind that you gave a very, very strong message today. And that message is find yourself the right mentor or coach and do what they ask them to do. And so if people want to reach out to you for that purpose, are you willing to do that?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. They can catch me on Facebook, and I think it's pat.dreyer.9 is my profile, whatever they call it, tag there. So pat.dryer.9. And they can friend me on there, and we can talk all day on chat, man, through there. Or just send me an email message and tell me where you saw me and what you need, and we'll get to work on that. It's patdryer@gmail.com. So
Pat, all one word. Yeah.
patdryer@gmail.com.
Pat, thank you for sharing your time with you're one of the marketers who definitely is on the move, mate. I appreciated the opportunity to talk with you, and I also wish you all the very best in the future.
Peter, thank you for doing this. I appreciate you.
My pleasure. My pleasure.